do you want to do with Mr. Waters?
He's gonna plead today. We're trying to do a time served on the evading dismissal. Hi, Judge, he's got so much going on. And his curfews,
Mischief, trespass, theft, gun case, theft,
Judge,
theft.
when he was arraigned, we established that so many of these cases are just a result of him hanging out at this little drugstore. The cops know who he is, they know who everyone there is. So really, he just needs to stop hanging out at that drugstore. He's not, and well,
While
I'm
he's
sorry.
on for both of these cases, he picks up another theft.
And that's upstairs in felony. And right now, the offer is 18 months state jail. So he's dealing with that right now. The evading is at that same little drugstore. And I'm sorry, my memory is actually coming back to me. A lot of those thefts were necessary items from Target or Walmart, because we went over that for arraignment. They were literally, when it was winter, it was literally hoodies, sweatshirts, and socks. And then when it was summer, it was like underwear. Most of those thefts are necessary items. When I was appointed, we got him a social worker through the MAC and housing through Search. And his girlfriend was pregnant at the time. She was only like 2 months pregnant. Now she's pretty much due. They have housing that they got through the services we were able to provide. He hasn't picked up any new cases because right now they're barely making ends meet, but they are making ends meet. They're still together. She relies on him to go to their appointments. He gets the things that she needs because her mobility has decreased now. She came up here and spoke for him in front of you. She'd been to like college and everything, and you gave her a big speech. You gave him a speech about supporting her through her hormonal shifts. He was just telling me about that. He was like, I keep thinking about what Judge Fleischer said. She woke me up crying this morning because she said she's fat and ugly, and I just held her and I made her feel better. And I'm trying to do that every day because I remember what the judge told me. That's where he is right now, Judge. So he understands that he broke that curfew a couple times. He says the late ones are just from him trying to get a job and getting home late. But
He's been saying that he had a job. He's out at 11 o'clock at night. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The number of the day is
8.
Still got the felony pending. He's ready to resolve these. If the court will allow, I think it's a good resolution for him.
I'm not gonna do it.
Why? And what would be the alternative, Judge?
I want him on probation, and I want to monitor him for the next 2 years so I can make sure that he's not messing up. So I can keep him and just, I want him to get his high school. Does he have a high school diploma?
I can't remember.
Get you going. Do you mind bringing up Mr. Waters?
If we have to do that, can you not revoke his bond so that he and I can talk about it while not under the strain of my bond's going to be revoked, so I'm going to spend the night in jail if I don't get this plea done? Can we not revoke his bond? Other than the bond violations, he wasn't here on yesterday when he was supposed to be because he had felony court today. He thought he was supposed to come here after felony court. Or whenever that was, I'm sorry. But he didn't just blow off the court yesterday.
I'm very upset with you. Very, very upset. I thought we had things going.
I'm sorry, Judge.
I thought we had things going right. You know, you've been doing well. And now you've got this bond violation where you're doing whatever the hell you want to do again. Don't work like that. And I don't know what I need to do to get your attention that at this stage in your life, it's not about what you want to do. It's about complying with bond conditions. We have literally bent over backwards to try to help you with things, and you continue to shoot yourself in the foot. Your lawyer, Miss Hawkins, wants to plead you guilty now because you have a warrant. I'm done with this revolving door of you picking up a case and getting out. Picking up a case, getting out. You now, Mr. Waters, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
the number of the day is
13.
Cap, man.
That
That's cap. I'm gonna fight for my
On-
life, man. That's cap, man. I've been by my baby mama's side, man. Been taking care of everything I got to take care of, man. That's cap, man.
Mr. Waters, look at me.
And that's cap, man.
Mr. Waters, you don't get rewarded for doing things that you should do anyways.
You know what I gotta
It's
do?
meaning it's what you're doing is great and it keeps you out of jail. But do you want me to pat you on the back for doing what you should be doing
Ask-
anyways?
I ain't asking. Man, I ain't asking. I'm just asking you, like, just give me a little more time. I've been doing these jobs. I've been going through the whole package. I've been going to these hospitals with my girl, going to go check up on our little one that's coming, and I want to be there. I'm
If
not.
you are old enough to have a baby, then these are the things that you should do anyways. You don't get rewarded for being a good father. The reward is that you have a kid that grows up like a little flower that blossoms, right? Because there are so many people that have babies that treat their kids like shisa and they end up like rotten ass kids that like a flower are just crooked and just when you're a father, the duty of a father is to stand by the side of their kid, stand by the side of the wife to make their lives as comfortable, as great, educational, and supportive as possible. That is the duty of a father, right? If you can't, then don't have kids. Then be a man to use a prophylactic or think maybe I'm not in the best position right now to have a baby. You think before you act. This is the sign of being an adult, of being mature, and growing up, Mr. Waters. But me, with you now, I'm not going to just continue with this revolving door. You've been doing well because you've not picked up any cases, which is great, right?
I have not been doing nothing. I have not been kicking her. I have been at
So
that
tell me
store. I
about,
haven't.
so tell me about the curfew then. What's up with that?
Okay, with the curfew, I can understand. Me and my girl, we got into it, and I ended up walking out, trying to go get some fresh air. Was not thinking. I can admit to that, and I'm sorry. We yelled the hormone going crazy with us, and we trying to, fight and get right with this.
You
But
need to know about this.
I'm trying to. I can't talk. Y'all be telling me I can't talk, and I be having.
I've given you a lawyer to talk to.
And I told her everything. I told her everything. So she can come and tell you and let you know. Keep stuff updated. Sir, I've been out the way. I ain't been on no lollygagging stuff. I'm really maturing. I'm ready to be a dad. I'm
Working?
ready for this. Well, I'm doing a little something on the side. I ain't doing no drug, no none of that. I'm, you know what I'm saying, volunteering with my girl dad now.
Why can't
He
you,
finna.
why are you, can you not get a 9-to-5 job?
With my 9 to 5, I gotta have my ID and stuff, and I'm working with Search, my housing people. They got me my apartment. They finna give me my social security card and my ID card, and that's all I need so I can go ahead and get on.
Second, were we working on this?
Yeah, so first he was with Search to just get housing. At first they didn't have housing, so he has an apartment and everything now. I'm not sure like the step by step how everything progresses, but he does still work with them. I've actually spoken with his
My case
officer, your case manager. He also had a social worker assigned with Mac. They were informed that he is working with Search, so they just kind of check in here and there, but they won't like also work with him because he's also working with Search, but they'll just make sure things are okay. So he is still working with Search and has a case manager with them and has housing now.
not
I wasn't
being
aware of the
too-
ID issues or anything.
Not being telling them,
This
send
is
me
what
applications.
we're going to do now is we're going to work on this in extremely slow baby steps. I want you now to go get your ID. I want you to get your ID. And I'm going to give you a week for you to go get it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you are not back here in a week with your ID, it's not going to go well. After we get your ID, then you and I are going to work together to get you a job. A 9-to-5 job where you're working every single day. Because if you are about to have a baby, that baby needs food, that baby needs clothes, and the only way you get that is by working. And I'm not talking about these side jobs here, no, an actual
Sir.
J-O-B. Do you understand? I'm going to reinstate your bond right now with the expectation that you're going to get your ID. If you don't, it's really not going to go well.
Thank you, Judge.
The Emperor is not as forgiving as I am.
State of Texas versus Stephen Carmona. Are you Mr. Carmona?
I am, Your Honor.
Do you understand by information you're being charged with repeated violation of a court order or bond condition family violence? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, I just got to meet him a little while ago, and he seems like a fine young man. His parents are here. He's been brought up right. He's had a couple of issues before, nothing serious, but I think this is a good deal for him. It's a volatile situation that we have in front of us with his wife. And when we finish this, I'm going to call his divorce attorney and let the divorce attorney know what's going on and how they need to proceed to protect him on my end.
All right. Mr. Carmona, are you employed?
I am, yes, Your Honor.
What do you do?
I'm a call center manager.
What does that mean? For which company?
So I work for Go Health. What we
Okay.
do is Medicare licensed agencies to enroll 65 and older.
All right. Why do you keep showing up at Miss Hernandez's place? She doesn't want you anymore.
A lot of things were just to assist with the children.
She doesn't want you anymore. Do you understand what protective orders mean?
Yes, ma'am.
That means that you can't have any contact. That means that when I read in the police report that you're at the apartment, she's not there, which means if she's not there, that means that there are no children there. How old are the children?
He's 4 years old.
He's 4. So when you went to her apartment and she wasn't there, there was no 4-year-old there. So don't come before me telling me that you're doing this because there are a lot of child things going along. You still want her. She doesn't want you. She doesn't want to be bothered by you. The only time you can see her is when you all are in civil court with the divorce. Do you understand?
I do. Yes, ma'am.
How old are you?
42.
You're 42 years old. How long were you married?
Almost 7 years.
7 years?
So,
So that means that you've been alive on the planet longer than you've been married to her. Let it go. You're not a teenager. She doesn't want you. If you violate the conditions that I'm going to give you, what's going to end up happening is you're potentially going to prison for 10 years. Do you understand?
yes, ma'am.
Is there anything that you do not understand that I'm saying to you?
Oh, ma'am.
If you are at the HEB and you see her at the HEB on aisle 2 or whatever, you need to leave that HEB. If you see her walking down the street and you're walking on that same street, doesn't matter if you got there first, you need to leave that street. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
She does not want to be in a relationship with you. If you all are working out arrangements through your divorce where there's child arrangements, that needs to be done through a third party. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if she gets involved in another relationship with somebody else, not your business. Do you understand? Well, you say yes, but you're here for repeated violation of bond conditions and protective orders. She doesn't want you. You got to accept it and move it on. You understand?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
if on the inside you are breaking down and your heart is broken and you think it's broken in a million pieces and it will never recover, pretend like your heart is not broken and keep moving. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. There's a $0 fine, 6 years deferred adjudication. All right. We can go off the record. And I am serious about you not having any contact with her. I don't know. This is the last time I'm going to say it. She doesn't want you. She doesn't want to be in a relationship. She doesn't want a Valentine's Day card from you. She does not want a Happy Mother's Day card from you. Do not send that. And if you do any of those things, if you email her, if you text her, if you send a card, if you send flowers just because, if you send something saying, I apologize for the way I behaved and this divorce is my fault, that will be a violation. Do you understand?
I do, yeah.
And do not have third parties contacting her unless it's your parents or somebody approved by probation to make arrangements for child visitation. Do you understand?
I do, yeah.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you all so very much for watching to the end. Please subscribe and drop a like if indeed you did enjoy. I hope so. Until the next time, I'm off to feed those cats. And if you want to see another cool episode of mine without all the mandatory stuff, then click on the episode on screen now.